Hello everyone and welcome to another Forza Horizon video. Today we're going to be talking about Tesla. We're going to be reviewing the Tesla Model S P90d in Forza Horizon 3 and talking about some reasons why Tesla won't be in Forza Horizon 5 for the time being. Let's get right into this. So, what I can give you from the start are the stats. This car starts towards the top of A class. It does 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. 0 to 100 is the more interesting figure, however, taking 7 seconds. And you can really feel it when you're accelerating. Check this out. So you can tell that the 0 to 60 goes really quickly, but as soon as you hit 80, it just sort of slows down a bit. The game says it's 7.1 seconds. I've measured it at around 6.8, so I don't know. But sometimes it is more than 7, so that varies a bit. Top speed is around 165 miles an hour, and it comes equipped with 530 horsepower. Ow, and weighs. This is the bit you really can notice when you're racing it. This is the bit that you can really tell when racing it, is 2 tons. I mean, you can hear what this thing's doing to the tyres, and you need to brake for corners you really don't feel you have to brake at. So, I think we should go and do a race and talk some more about the feeling of this car, and then get into why it won't be in Forza Horizon 5. Oh yes, I must apologise, I've earlier referred to this car as the Tesla P90d. It isn't, it's a P90d with ludicrous mode. So this is where you can really tell the electricness of the car, when you're launching and it just overtakes everything. So this is a performance all-wheel drive model with a 90 kilowatt battery, which is probably why it's called P90. It's got a range of 270 miles. It's 2016, so that's sort of all you can expect from a car like this. And, as implied by the name, the full name, it has a ludicrous mode, which gives it even more acceleration and power, but I imagine that's already on in this game, otherwise we probably wouldn't be doing 0 to 60 in... Oh my word! Yep, that's what I meant by heavy. You just get oversteer so quickly if you go into corners at a too high speed. I mean, that was... Whoa! I was doing the Goliath earlier and the tyres were squealing in pain all over the place. But around corners like this in particular, you can really feel the way it just... Sort of has a mixture of understeer and oversteer, but it's not oversteer as in drifting, it's more just the rear goes out a bit more than you'd like it to. And at the same time, it doesn't turn in as quickly and cleanly as you'd hope it would. But again, 2.2 tons, it's a lot. Let's have a look at the interior. Oh yeah, it's Forza, and yeah, the iPad's off, the screens are off. It's very much... We couldn't be bothered, and it would probably be quite complicated to get the maps programmed in. As a rule, I'm not particularly a fan of the Tesla interiors. I find them extremely boring and impractical, having everything on a screen, but that's just me. What I will say is, I like the old face of these. I don't... Ow! Whoops. So, with a little chrome ring. I am a fan of that. Whoa! Yeah, you really have to slow down quite a bit to get into these corners. You can see the cars are gaining on me under braking, but out of the corners, I've got everyone. So why won't Tesla be in Forza Horizon 5 for the foreseeable future? Apologies. Well, a variety of reasons that we can speculate on. I don't think anything was ever confirmed, although I was convinced that Elon Musk at some point made a statement on why they aren't in video games, but I can't find any trace of it, so that must have just been... Oh my heavens. My imagination. So, let's go for a bit of quick drive and talk about that. Will we get P1? Wow, a Tesla overtaking a car on top end. That was unexpected. So one of the big reasons that Forza might not be having Teslas for the foreseeable future is licensing. It could be that Tesla has an exclusivity deal with someone, but I wasn't able to work out who if there is one. could be that they can't agree on a price for the licensing. It could be that Tesla would like to impose restrictions on what can be done with their cars, which would go against what Forza would like the community to be able to do with every car in the game. So, for example, Rolls-Royce, we know, has a problem with modifying and painting their cars in ways they don't approve of. This can also be said for Ferrari. There once was a body kit in Forza Horizon 3 which is no longer here, and deadmau5 got in trouble for his Ferrari wrap on his 458, I believe it was. So it could well be that Tesla would only go into this game if you weren't allowed to modify, and you weren't allowed to paint, and you weren't allowed to race in certain disciplines, or just stuff like that that would make it just a pain to implement their cars. Another theory I heard recently was that it would be down to the advertising principles of Tesla. Tesla, as a lot of us know, they rely on word-of-mouth advertising rather than traditional television advertising or magazine advertising or anything like that. And having their game... Oh, here we can... This is what I meant by at high speed, it was a bit unstable. And putting their game in a video car. Yes, putting their car in a video game could in a way be seen as traditional advertising. It's possible. I don't think it's the most likely reason, but it's possible. Finally, it could just be that Elon Musk doesn't like Microsoft. When OpenAI was still a non-profit organisation, Elon Musk did give them quite a bit of support. And recently, Microsoft gave OpenAI, so the people behind ChatGPT, a bunch of money, and now turned them into a no longer entirely non-profit organisation. A lot of people assume this is the reason that Elon Musk is one of the supporters of this letter that was sent about halting the development of AI systems for the next half a year. So it could just be that Elon Musk doesn't want Teslas in Microsoft properties because Microsoft sort of corrupted OpenAI, if you will. It's actually quite nice to drive. Whoa! And on that note, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do consider liking and or subscribing. It's been quite fun to go back on Forza Horizon 3 and test out a car we don't have anymore. Also, what do you think? Will Tesla ever return to Forza Horizon games? And if not, why not? What do you think? Last thing to say is have a nice day, and if you're feeling particularly generous, feel free to leave a super thanks. Goodbye.